I landed on this ridiculous video, Pauline Hanson. What a ridiculous... You can see she suffers from anxiety the way she's talking. And she hides it instead of, talking about real stuff. So here I'm writing this. I do not usually challenge fools to online video recorded public debates, but hey, why not? You are officially challenged. And I wrote this to a bunch of other people. So did I write it here? And okay, I'm not sure where I decided. Here's one. I decided a little bit later on when I was reading this. So this guy looks familiar. I'm gonna do this, and maybe because it's all 2 years ago. A lot of them have edited their stuff, but I wonder if they are also climate catastrophe deniers now, right? So I'm going to do a few more, and this is maybe going to be my Master of Science ECO for February 1st, 2022. Otherwise, I'm just going to rewrite a quick version of the new environmental or new ecological paradigm to reflect, a more hardcore ecocentric worldview, because it was still not enough what Professor Dunlap wrote. And he, last time I emailed him again asking, are you dead? His response was, it was extremely ego-centered. So, the other extreme of eco-centered, because it was only telling me about his hardships and not asking me anything about me. So, same thing with Robert Sawyer. The people that you admire as being successful scientists or writers or, smart people are on the side of the spectrum that is ego. And people I've known that were not that much, even that were almost equal to me when we were doing personal development courses, were actually, went more and more towards the ego-centered and don't see it. And if you provide the evidence, you're just a cruel person who's just trying to hurt them. And the evidence is just, back and forth emails, for example, that shows when they decide to write an email, they don't care about knowing about somebody else's life. They only care about having an audience to share about their life. It could be the algorithms of the social media they use, where they don't get a chance to write so much and have somebody respond based on what they wrote, so that they're being witnessed. And they write more than they would where it's just, the social media like Twitter. And they don't realize how they've now reached an extreme where it's all about them, and they think we're somehow interacting as social creatures. So let me write one more here. Okay, well, this Jessica shared stuff, okay, but she's ego-centered in the sense that she's using her own psychohistory, her own past, to evaluate this scenario on a global scale. So yeah, I have to include her because she's, jumping to conclusions based on this. And it's sad, but what really happened here, and by the way, an ice age is not an impossibility, a quick one. A quick why? Because we are making the Earth desperate to protect itself. And maybe like 2 more volcanoes shooting stuff in the stratosphere, like Tonga did, and that'll be enough to kind of reverse a degree or 2 of cooling, except that you guys will use it as an excuse to keep doing what you're going to keep doing anyways. Even if you had a COP27, 28 every week, you'd still keep accelerating your emissions, because that's who you are. You're just kind of pretend, right? You pretend stuff. Wow, that's ridiculous. For fun, okay. So everything he writes, this person, is for fun. It's not connecting to reality. She don't know anything about climate without script. Oh man, it's pretty sad, because she is already advanced enough to give university level courses in this. She is, because she's been reading and talking to the right people for years. And when you do that enough, you are getting an education, even though you're not in school, and you're getting the most important education of all. saying it exact. Oh my God, I don't know if it's a guy praising Pauline. Can't believe anybody would do that. So this is my video that I'm going to call this 2022 February 1st ECO, and see if anybody had the courage to write anything. And I am logged on, right? You can see, so they can see I'm Dr. Umnix. You can go see if I have a YouTube channel like I do with people. But people are write nasty stuff. There's nothing on there. You can't even get their real names. So it's all about lobbying and bullying, or just real people who want to believe they're smart and just kind of say nasty things to people, but they don't want to be identified because, maybe the victim of the bully will fight back.